What's going on, boys and ghouls? It's been a long time since I made a video. You're probably wondering, where the hell am I at? This is the governor's mansion in Yaroslavl. It's quite a beautiful abode. Very large and quite imposing. And the beauty of the governor is he has quite a nice resting area. Yeah. See? There's like a bench right here. You can sit down, take a break from it all. And I kind of like the atmosphere here. It's not like a extremely big mansion, but it does remind me of the mansions that I've seen when I lived in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah. There's a nice, beautiful enclosure. There's a few walkways where you can walk around. Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. They even have a public communal toilet for people who visit concerts. Right over there. Over there. And yeah. So y'all are probably wondering what the hell has been happening with me. Since the 2nd of February, I got myself a job at a liquor store named Krasnoye Biely. And it's a relatively modest job. It pays, but it doesn't pay enough for me to live the life that I want to live. But I have to start somewhere, right? I mean, unfortunately, I don't have any, what is it called, higher education at the moment. That's why I'm studying in the pedagogical program. So that's what I've been doing. Что это такое? Что это? Два брата. Интересно. Strange looking statue of some kind. Here's the inscription. Let's proceed. Quite a beautiful looking chick. It's kind of hard to tell. Utro, morning. Made in 1964, made out of granite. And then we have this statue. Kupalshisa, the bather. Kupalshisa, also made in the 1960s, made out of bronze, out of a bronze mold. Right there. The governor has quite a nice setup. It reminds me of when I was in Sevastopol. Very similar environment and vibe. A torso, made in the 1990s, made out of marble. Right there. Here's the inscription. This one's a more modern type of statue. It's quite a bizarre antique echo, made out of marble and granite, right about here, right there. And then we have this particular statue on my right, U Moria, made in the 1970s, made out of cut granite. Here's the inscription, and there is the statue. Dvayo, a couple, made out of marble, right down yonder. And then... Ужас. Что это такое? Седающая на стуле. Made out of bronze. Here's the inscription. And then... Such a beautiful setup this governor has. Right here. Let's proceed. Grusny Koro, the sad king. I feel your pain, brother. Right there. Doesn't really look like a king. It looks more like just a sad person. Made out of limestone. Let's proceed. Ooh, look at these roses. Real deal, and they're quite beautiful. They'd be quite ideal to place in a cemetery for a loved one, perhaps. Perhaps. Ooh, what is this particular one? Красивая, веселая, beautiful and merry. Я грустный и томный. В 1996 году бронза. Molded bronze. Shit. Trying to get a better view from here. Right about here. Quite a bizarre looking statue in my opinion. Let's proceed. There's a few more metal molds and statues before I leave this place. Жизнь продолжается. Made out of wood, china, and metal. It's right about here. See it? Here's the inscription. Let's proceed. Here's a better view of the governor's mansion. It's not too big, but it's nice. It's a nice, modest building. Let's proceed. Ooh, what is this sucker? Rika Vemini, the river of time. Where are we? Ah, here it is. Rika Vemini, the river of time. Has a nice gothic vibe to it. I kind of dig it. What? That's something. I'll show you why. This particular statue is called Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Very famous individual in literature. Made out of a tapped aluminum. Strange looking thing. Let's get a better view of it. For a second I thought he was flipping me off. I was like, you motherfucker. See? It looks like he's flipping you off, but he's not. He's just pointing a finger at you. Strange looking thing. Very bizarre. I haven't shown you guys the other section of this place. Let's make a quick rundown over there. And regarding videos, I just haven't been in the mood to make any videos, honestly. Just no energy and no sense of desire. So forgive me if y'all have been worried about me. Alright, what's this? Первые ласточки. The first swallows, made in the 60s, made out of metal. Molded metal, specifically. Right. Right there. See it? Ah. And then there's a hippo. A metal hippo, of all things. It's peculiar looking thing. Let's go to it. Don Quixote. Kind of like the atmosphere. Kind of has a nice gothic look to it. Oh, it's more like secluded. I like the seclusion of this place. We can just unwind, decompress from it all. Oh, okay, there's a few more statues in this section. Oh, Dva Zverya, the two beasts. Made in 1993, made out of cut granite. Right about here. Alright. Let's proceed. Oh, wow. I haven't seen this section. Not in a long time. Let's go over here. What is this? Live. Cut marble. And down here. And then we got, what else do we have? Oh, look at this. Another particular metal statue. Verona. Ну, это как моя тема, классическая. В 1991 году, made out of labradorite. Labradite. Doesn't really look like a crow from my angle, but maybe. Okay, there we go. But that labradorite crow, I think if the band Catatonia, the band shirt that I'm wearing, came and visited this city, especially the governor's mansion, I think they'd really approve of that particular labradorite crow statue. We got some more attractions. This is Tubachi, the trumpeters. Made in 1967 out of casted aluminum. It's right about there. Let's proceed. Other than that, it's quite small, quite modest. We got a, looks like a metal cast of a pelican. If we lived in Louisiana, they'd be quite proud. Right there. Right there. And then Chiripacha. That's the tortoise, Chiripacha. Begemoth. The hippo. Begemoth. Funny how the Russians call that begemoth. In English, that would roughly translate to behemoth, which kind of has a similar connotation, perhaps. Interesting. I think those might be actual grape vines. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. What's this? Mat Iditya. Made out of cut marble. Has a nice depressive look to it. Something you'd probably find at some kind of antiquarian style cemetery. Interesting. I think these might actually be grapes. Very young looking grapes, but grapes nonetheless. Or maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Let's proceed. Alright, we got a final small section over here. And then that's the expose of this particular location. Ноша, которой я являюсь, номер 3. В 1994 году сделали в бронзе. Белый металл, личо, патинированное. Patina. It's quite a nice depressive look. Debushka na steny. Now that looks depressive as hell. Made out of concrete, brick, acrylic, molding, casting, masonry, carving, and angle grinding with tinted. Looks like she's about to get shot. Bang. Ay. Tijolo. Well, there you have it. That's pretty much a nice little walk down tour of this particular building. Very old, very elegant. Kind of has a vibe similar to when I was in Ladue in St. Louis. It has a very similar European style vibe. And yeah, just figured on showing y'all a very unique and special aspect of the city that I have been living in for 3 years. And here's a better view of the mansion, the governor's mansion. If any of y'all have a chance to visit this city, if you have a chance to go to a concert at the governor's mansion, by all means, come, raise hell, and rock and roll.